Namaste. Happy New Year, everyone. I hope all of you had a wonderful time with your family and also stayed safe through the holidays. So today we will begin by laying down. And let's place the feet mat distance apart and then drop the knees in toward each other. Place your left hand on the chest and then right hand on the belly. And just take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. A few more breaths in that manner, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Let's do that one more time. Inhale and exhale. And begin to tune into your natural breathing. Noticing the rise and fall of the belly with each in-breath and out-breath. Notice if there's any tightness in your chest or your shoulders. And using the power of the exhale, begin to relax your chest, your arms, and your shoulders. And gently close your eyes or keep a soft gaze. Begin to arrive, letting go of all worries, letting go of your to-do list. Notice the body laying on the mat, bringing the awareness to the parts of the body touching the mat. And create an intention for this class. It might be the intention that you created for the new year. Whatever that intention is, visualize that it has already unfolded. It has already come true. And flutter your eyes open. Relax both arms alongside you, palms are facing up. And then begin to extend both legs in front of you. Roll the shoulders back and down. Make sure the shoulders are evenly pressing down on the mat. And just take a deep breath in. Imagine, visualize that breath coming in from the belly to your chest. And as you exhale, pressing into the mat, allowing the weight of the body to be carried by the earth. One more inhale through the belly, through the mid-center and the chest, maybe even holding at the top. And exhale, allowing your body to get heavy. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Let's take the arms over the head, interlace the fingers, releasing just the index finger. Begin to walk the heels down, and then take the toes away from you. And allow a full body stretch. Perhaps even walk the shoulders up a little bit more. Walk the heels down. Take a few deep breaths here. Allowing the belly to fill up with the inhale. And the belly collapses with the exhale. One more breath. And slowly walk the heels to the right side, noticing the side body stretch. And then begin to walk the shoulders to the right side, coming into a C shape. This is a great stretch to do when you wake up in the morning. You can even do this in bed. Really notice the shape of the body. And slowly walk the feet back to the center and bring the upper torso back to the center. Let's walk the heels to the left. And then begin to walk the shoulders to the left. Enjoying the side body stretch on the right. Breathe into that stretch. And slowly walk the feet towards the middle and the head back to center. And release your hands back down. Let's draw that right knee towards the chest. And then bend into that left knee. And then send that right leg up. Grab from the inside of the right thigh. And begin to flex the toes away from you and towards you. Slowly begin to stretch the right hamstring. Lengthen through that leg. Maybe keep a slight bend in the knee if you feel you need to. And continue to flex the toes. Relax the shoulders down. Very nice. Bend into that right knee and place the right ankle on top of the left knee. Draw the left knee towards the chest. Make sure the ankle is not on top of the knee. It should be right above the knee. Then dropping that left knee down. Bring that right foot, dropping the left foot down. Bring that right foot out to the left side. And then take that gaze towards the right shoulder. Gentle twist here. Press the shoulders down. Relax your fingers. And slowly come back to center. Uncross. Extend through the right leg this time, and then draw the left knee towards the chest. Use the strength of your bicep. Try not to lift the shoulders. Bend into the right knees, send the left foot up towards the ceiling, and begin to flex the left toes away from you and then towards you. Keep bending into that knee. Place that left ankle on top of the right thigh. Draw the right knee toward the chest. Again, we're not going crazy in the beginning of the class. We're just slowly warming up the joints, opening up the hips. And drop the right foot down. Take that left foot down towards the right side. And then send the gaze out to the left. Arms can come out to a T. Continue to breathe in and breathe out. Relax the hips as much as you can. And slowly come back out of it and uncross. Draw both knees towards the chest and maybe even swing from side to side, loosening up the joints, your hips. And then begin to roll back and forth and then slowly come up to a seated position. Very nice. Let's come to Badakanasana. Bring the soles of the feet together, butterfly pose, keeping that spine neutral. There's a curve in the lumbar, your shoulders above the hips, and then ears above the shoulders. Take a couple of breaths here. Maybe even allow the knees to flutter a little. Take a nice long inhale. And as you exhale, begin to fold forward. Releasing the chest down towards the mat. And if you like to experience a stretch in the back of the neck, tuck that chin in toward the chest. We will be doing gentle yoga today. So bring that practice of grace and a sense of gentleness to every posture. And slowly coming out of it. Sending that left arm towards the back. Right hand goes on that left knee. Inhale, begin to lengthen. And exhale, twist. Gazing toward the left shoulder. Breathing into your belly. And collapsing the belly with the exhale. And slowly come back to center. And going into the forward fold one more time. Long inhale. And exhale, maybe going a little deeper than you did the last time. Again, experience the stretch in the back neck, the back of the neck, by tucking that chin in toward the chest. One more breath here. And slowly come back to center. And take that right arm towards the back. Left hand goes on that right knee. Inhale, begin to lengthen. And exhale, twist, gazing towards the right. Breathing in, breathing out. Lengthening with the inhale and twisting with the exhale. And slowly come back to center. And then bring the knees toward each other. Send that left foot towards the back, and right foot comes in toward the left thigh. Begin to walk the fingertips forward, coming into a nice fold. Allow the chest to come as close as you can toward the floor. I'm going to turn this way so I can rest my forehead on the mat as opposed to the hardwood floor. See if you can walk the hands to the right. And then walk the hands toward the left. Nice side body stretch here. And back to the center. Maybe go a little bit more than you did the last time into the posture. Again, be mindful. What gentle is for one is a little different what it looks like when each person does gentle yoga. So find that gentleness that feels right for you. And slowly walk the hands back, come back to center. Let's send that left leg forward. Send the arms over the head with an inhale. And as you exhale, begin to reach with those fingertips and then relax your hands down. You can have a slight bend in that left knee. Again, find your amount of gentleness in this posture. You can begin to straighten that leg if that feels good. You can grab onto your toes, your feet, your shin. Once you find your posture, begin to tap into your breath. And begin to find that union between the body, the mind, and your breath. With an inhale, slowly coming back out of it. Exhale, arms come down. We will do the same thing on the other side. So send that right foot towards the back. Left foot comes in toward the right thigh. And let's walk the fingertips forward. Notice the stretch in the hip, your thigh, your arms. Maybe your forehead reaches the mat, maybe it doesn't matter. If you like to rest your forehead on a block, feel free to get a block. Wherever you are, begin to breathe and let go of any tightness that you might be unnecessarily holding on to. It might be in your body, it might be in your mind. Just notice where it is and begin to let that go. And let's walk the hands to the left side. Notice that right side body stretch. Notice how you're getting a little bit more flexible as we start doing more and more postures. Let's walk the hands to the other side, noticing the left side body stretch. Again, use your breath to find your center in each posture. Let's walk the hands back to the center. Maybe we're going a little deeper into that pose. And then slowly walking the hands back and come back to seated. Send that right leg forward, coming into seated Prakshasana or seated tree pose. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, begin to reach with those fingertips. And then begin to release the hands down towards the mat, your feet or your shin. Continue to send the chest down towards the right thigh. Again, it doesn't have to touch, but visualize it getting a little closer with each exhale. One more breath here. And with the next inhale, slowly rising back up. Exhale, arms come back down. Okay, let's bring both feet forward. Keep bent in the knees. Bend it as much as you need to, so that when you bring the chest forward, the chest is resting on the thighs. So try not to have any gap between the chest and your thighs. And once you find that, place your hands on the outside of your feet. Okay, so allow the chest to lay on the thighs. And then begin to walk the heels forward. Go as far as you can without creating a gap between the thighs and the chest. So maybe you only go this far and you stay here and you breathe and you feel that nice stretch in the back body. Maybe you keep going until you've experienced that nice stretch. But continue to allow the chest to rest on your thighs. Keep the gaze soft. Breathing is nice and steady. So the idea behind gentle yoga is to understand the yin and yang of life. We're always so hard, or we're always too gentle. So you have to practice both. You have to practice being gentle and then also being hard. Right? Finding that balance, knowing when to be gentle, knowing when to be hard. And it takes wisdom, it takes practice. So sometimes we have to take that practice on the mat. And when you feel like going hard, and then here's a teacher guiding you to do a gentle practice, can you do it? Or is your mind saying, I want to go really hard today, this is not... So there's a lot of resistance that happens. So the practice here is, can you let that resistance go? Can you allow yourself to experience what is happening in the moment? And then begin to find gratitude and grace in that moment. Let's take 3 more mindful breaths here. And with an inhale, slowly begin to rise up. Exhale, arms come back down. Very nice. Let's send the feet towards the back. Come to our hands and knees. Come to tabletop. Feel free to use the blanket under your knees if your knees hurt. Wrist is right above the shoulder. Knees are hip distance apart and aligned with your hips. And from here, begin to drop the belly down, shoulders back, look up, inhale. Exhale, tuck that tailbone in, rounding through the back. Chin comes in toward the chest. Inhaling to cow, belly comes down, chest opens. Exhaling to cat, rounding through the back, belly goes in toward the spine. Inhaling to cow, lengthening through that neck, arching your back. Exhale to cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. And with the next inhale, come to cow. And let's pause at the top of that inhale for a moment. And with the exhale, begin to round through the back and squeeze that belly, and holding here again at the bottom of that exhale for a moment. Inhale to cow. And holding at the top of that inhale. Exhale to cat, holding at the bottom of that exhale as you squeeze your belly. Inhaling to cow, holding at the top of that breath, stillness. Exhale to cat, holding at the bottom of that stretch, stillness. Inhale back to tabletop. And with the next inhale, we'll send that right leg back. Holding here for half version of Chakra. Take the toes inward. And then take that right foot out to the left side. Take the gaze towards the left toes. Notice your body naturally want to collapse into that right elbow. Try to stay strong on both arms evenly. And uncrossing, bring that right knee back. Send that left leg back, coming to the half version of Chakravakasana, Sunbird Pose. And then taking that left foot out to the right side, gazing toward the right shoulder. Notice where you're experiencing the stretch. Let the gaze be soft, face is relaxed. And then slowly taking it back to the center, and knee comes back. Walking the hands forward, stretching the entire body with the downward facing dog. Begin to push those hips up toward the sky, lengthening through the legs by walking the dog, bending one knee at a time. Allow the gaze to land towards the back, either toward the toes, your knees, or the navel, wherever feels comfortable for you. And then dropping the knees down, chest comes down. Slowly rise up to cobra. Lengthen through those legs. Press the feet, the top of the feet into the mat, and begin to lift up. Hands are right by your chest. Elbows are hugging your body. Lifting the chest up a little bit more. And then slowly release your forehead down. And let's lift up with an inhale to upward facing dog. Shoulders back. Release any tension in your hips. Let's take that gaze toward the right shoulder. And take the gaze toward the left shoulder. And returning back to the center. Nice long inhale. And as you exhale, send those hips down toward the heels. Walk the hands forward, coming to child's pose. So we'll do a movement here. Slowly, you're going to come to table and then bring the chest down. And with an inhale, you're going to rise up to upward facing dog. Exhale to child's pose. Inhale as you come forward. Exhale as you bring the belly and chest down. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale to child's pose. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, belly and chest comes down. Inhale, lifting to upward facing dog. Exhale to child's pose. 2 more. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, body comes down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale to child's pose. Use the breath to move. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, body comes down. Inhale, lifting up to upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Child's pose. Sending those arms alongside you. And allow the palms to face the ceiling. And continue to rest here in child's pose. Make sure you're relaxing your shoulders by letting go of any unnecessary tension you might be holding on to. If your forehead doesn't reach the mat, use a block, or you can use blanket. And rest your forehead on the blanket. Just take a few breaths here. Focus on breathing into the back body. We carry so much tension in the back body by sitting all day long, either at work or on the couch. So we're consciously telling the shoulders and the back to relax. At the same time, stretching. Let's take one more breath here. Very nice, slowly rising up, coming to Thunderbolt Pose. So if this is not accessible for you, you can place a block. I have shown this to you in many other classes. You can sit on the block, or you can even roll this blanket and then place it on your calves like this, and then kind of sit on that. Gives you a little bit of cushion. So find the right version of the pose. Once you find it, keep the spine neutral. shoulders above the hips, ears above the shoulder, finding that nice line. And then with an inhale, take the arms over the head, grab a hold of that left wrist, and then begin to reach that left hand up. So try to imagine you're trying to pull that arm up and then over to the right. So stack the shoulders and then begin to take that gaze up toward the ceiling and slowly return back to center. Inhale. And as you exhale, go into the same side, maybe a little deeper than you did the first time. Again, finding what gentle means to you today. And slowly come back to center with an inhale. Exhale, both arms come down. Inhale, float the arms up. And this time, grab the right wrist and then slowly begin to lean to the left with the exhale. Notice that side body stretch. Again, we're pulling that arm up and then over. Take the gaze up towards the right. Again, face is relaxed. And slowly inhale back to center. Exhale, leaning to the left one more time, taking that gaze up toward the ceiling. No struggle here, but you really feel a nice stretch. Your breath is nice and steady. If it's not, maybe come back a little. And slowly inhale back to center. Exhale, arms come down. Inhale, float the arms up. And then begin to hug yourself. Take the hands towards the shoulder. So you see how the elbows are on top of each other. And then take the chin in toward the chest and begin to round through the back. So let me show you what it would look like from this side. Staying here for a couple of breaths. Again, let go of the need to struggle and just really enjoy hugging yourself. And slowly come back to center. Inhale, take the arms out to the sides as if you're about to hug your favorite person in the world. And as you exhale, this time bringing the other elbow above, and then begin to round through the back, chin comes in toward the chest. Nice deep hug for yourself. And slowly come back to center. Take the arms out to the sides, and this time release your hands down. Okay, very nice. Take the arms over the head. Let the palms come together. Take a nice long inhale, lengthen through the upper torso. Exhale, hands come to heart center. This time with an inhale, as we float the arms up, we're going to come onto our knees. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Small movement. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, hips come down toward the heels. Inhale, floating the arms up, maybe even looking up toward the hands. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, floating the arms up. Exhale, hands come to heart center as you come back to seated. Inhale, coming onto your knees. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Okay. And from here, let me come back to center. We're going to take that left hand and place it right next to you. Okay. And from here, you're just going to take that right arm up. And then begin to reach with those fingertips. Taking that gaze toward the left. Holding as if you're reaching to touch someone else's hands. And release, slowly come back to center. Same thing on the other side. Right hand comes right next to you. Left arm comes up. Little wrist stretch as well here. And then slowly turning to the right side. Trying to reach for that hand reaching for you. And slowly coming back to center and bringing that arm down. Coming onto the knees, sending that right leg out to the right side. Placing that left hand down, sending that right arm up and over the head. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, let's make big circles here. Taking it all the way around. So imagine an invisible circle with your fingertips. One more circle. And slowly return back to center. Let's bring that right knee back. Let's send that left foot out. Right hand comes on the mat. Take that left arm up and over the head. Gaze toward the ceiling. Really enjoy that deep side body stretch. Relax the right foot down. Lift up a little bit more. Press into the earth with that right shin. And then make circles with your left arm. Just subtle movement, right in your neck. You look down and you look up. Kind of goes with the movement of your arm. Let's do one more. And slowly return back to center. Very nice. And then slowly send the hips down toward the heels again, coming back to Thunderbolt Pose. Again, if this is not accessible, please feel free to use a block. Take a moment, your shoulders back. And then take the hands in toward the shoulder. And then take the arms out toward the side. In toward the shoulder. Out to the side. In and out. Just two more. In and out. Last one. In and out. And now we're going to hold here. I know you're building a little bit of tension in your shoulders, but it's also strengthening your shoulders. Okay, we're going to turn the palms up So imagine the pinky is really trying to go up towards the ceiling. And then our thumbs are trying to really reach down toward the mat. Notice the tendency for you to like scrunch up your shoulders. See if you can relax them. And then just make small circles here. Once again, I know you're feeling it, but know that you are really strengthening your shoulders. The more strong our shoulders are, the less we will feel the ache and pain of daily activities and aging. Okay, let's make circles in the opposite direction. Again, very small circles, like nothing big, very like baby circles. Again, continue to turn the thumbs in toward the mat. The pinkies are trying to reach up toward the ceiling. Very nice. And now bend into the elbows. Take the elbows toward the back. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Begin to look up. Squeezing the shoulder blades a little bit more. And then notice if the elbows are coming down. See if you can lift it up. It doesn't have to come all the way up. Let that be in alignment to an extent as much as you can kind of notice. One more squeezing. Beautiful. And then begin to relax. Continue to keep the elbows. And then drop the right fingertips down. And then when you bring the right fingertips up toward the ceiling, you will drop the left fingertips down. Now you're really confusing the brain, and that's the idea. Okay, continue that motion at your own pace. Not so gentle, is it? Again, take a break if you need to. Just a few more. Very nice. And then slowly relax. Take a nice long inhale. Reach with those fingertips up toward the ceiling. Exhale, arms come down. Ah, that feels good. The shoulders get to relax. They earned it. Now let's place that right palm on top of the left and then allow the thumbs to gently touch. Take nice long inhale, scrunch the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, shoulders come down. Inhale, shoulders come up. Exhale, let it go. Last one, inhale. And exhale. And let's take a moment to meditate here. Bring the awareness to your breath. This is a beautiful seated posture to meditate. We don't always have to sit cross-legged. This really helps to keep the back straight, and also it doesn't allow us to fall asleep. Let's take a moment to revisit that intention that you created in the beginning of the class. Whatever that was, maybe your word was mindfulness, maybe your word was relaxation, maybe it was self-love, or maybe it was challenging yourself. Whatever it is, take a moment to see how you connected that intention with the class that we just did, with the postures that we just did. Did you stay true to the intention, or did the intention get forgotten as you started flowing through the class? And if it did, if you forgot, it's okay. It's normal. Sometimes we just have to remind ourselves, so pausing and reminding to stay true to the intention. is a practice. And slowly flutter your eyes open and release your hands down. And let's come down to, I know you're really feeling it in your legs here, so we will stretch the legs. We sat like that for a while, so if you're feeling it, it's nothing to worry about. That's from holding that posture for a long time. So let's begin to relax the legs by flexing the toes towards you. Again, keep the back straight, spine is nice and long, shoulders are down, your core is engaged. If your core is not engaged, you would be sitting like this. To sit up nice and tall, you really have to activate that core. Okay, very nice. Let's slowly come down to laying down. You can rest your head on the blanket and bend into both knees, and then send that right leg up toward the ceiling, and then cross that right leg over the left. And then draw both knees toward the chest. Now, if you can grab onto the outside of both feet. If it's not accessible, you can stay right here. And then slowly release. Okay, let's cross that left leg over the right. Draw both knees toward the chest. Begin to relax your face and your shoulders. You can grab onto both feet. Do the same thing on this side. And then slowly begin to relax. Very nice. Let's send that right leg up toward the sky and then make circles with your toes in one direction. We flex the top of the feet quite a bit. Let's go in the opposite direction. And from here, let's grab onto the inside of that right foot or the outside, whichever feels good. And then begin to lengthen through the other leg. So a little half baby here. Take deep breaths to let go of anything that you might be holding on to that really don't no longer serve you. Again, bringing the mind towards that intention and using that intention to drive your action. And then slowly release. Let's send that left foot up toward the ceiling. Make circles with your left toes in one direction. And let's go in the opposite direction. Beautiful. And now, happy baby on the other side. Extend that right leg. And then grab a hold of that left foot. And enjoy being a baby. That's playfulness and that sense of curiosity to the intention you created. Very nice. Slowly come back to center and draw both knees towards the chest. Curl up into a little ball if that feels good. Swing from side to side. And let's slowly get ready for Shavasana. Let's extend both legs in front of us. Allow the feet to fall away from each other. Arms are resting alongside you. Palms can be facing up if you're in a place to receive, or if you're looking to ground yourself, place the palms down and begin to touch the earth with your fingertips. Take a nice long deep breath in through the belly, through the mid-center, and to the chest, and exhale through the mouth. Do that a couple more times. And release all effort to breathe. And just breathe naturally. I will come up to a seated to lead you through Shavasana, but continue to stay down. And begin to relax every cell in your body. Giving yourself full permission to let go and just be laying here on the mat, not having to do anything or be anything for anyone, not having to prove yourself, fully accepting you for who you are, and fully embracing this moment that you find yourself in. Once again, revisit the intention you may have created in the beginning of the class or for the new year. And allow that word to vibrate every cell in your body. And as every molecule, every atom in your body embraces that intention, visualize yourself experiencing that intention. What does it feel like when that intention is in action? What does it feel like when that intention has come to fruition? With the next in-breath, breathe in all the air to envision yourself getting energized, to stay true to that intention throughout the rest of the day, the week, and perhaps the year. Slowly relax your breathing. Surrendering completely. Enjoying the sweetness of each in-breath and out-breath. And slowly begin to wiggle your toes, your fingers. And as if waking up from a nap, slowly hug the knees toward the chest. And turn to the side of your liking. And slowly come up to a seated position with your eyes closed. Bring our hands to heart center, chin toward the chest. And take a moment to connect with who we truly are. Take a moment also to say a prayer for all beings that might be suffering out there. And now also say a prayer for yourself, that you find peace and joy. May you also be free of suffering. Take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale with a sigh. Release your arms down, flutter your eyes open. Thank you all for joining me today. It is truly a pleasure to start the new year with all of you with a nice, gentle class. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, if you have any suggestions, please contact me. Also, don't forget, you get a consultation once a month with me. It can be anything about yoga or mindful living. So feel free to definitely go on my website and click on that book one-on-one consultation with me. I love to hear about your practice, how you're doing, what the obstacles are, and hopefully we can clear those obstacles together. But unless you reach out to me, I won't be able to be a part of that. So until next Friday, I hope all of you stay mindful. Thank you again for being a part of this community.